In the darkest ages of gacha gaming, one titan points out the trends that others must follow in order to be considered a successful game. Some of them fall into nothingness, some of them thrive, yet there was one brave soldier that decided to turn against the trends and rebelled. This is the story of the one who dared to do things differently. And its name was Duet Night Abyss. Well, all my fellas, we really need to talk about a monumental step for gacha gaming that will be Duet Night Abyss. For those who haven't heard or are living under a rock, let me enlighten you and tell you that all of the gacha is pretty much gone, wiped out from the face of the earth, eviscerated, gone. The character and weapon banners are a bad memory in everybody's minds, and right now you are scratching your head questioning how they will keep up the game. Well, let me tell you, through cosmetic items. They will probably let you buy those straight up from the shop with the use of a paid currency, and let me go ahead and say, as long as they won't charge $30 for a weapon skin that you won't be even able to see most of the time, or $50 for a character skin, I'm perfectly fine with it. I mean, we get to play pretty much a anime version of Warframe at this point, which pretty much fixes my problems with the base Warframe, since I didn't really like some of the designs of the characters from the game since they are war machines, but DNA fixes all of that with pretty appealing characters. The next thing they got rid of that was plaguing the gacha scene is the stamina system. I know that all of us hate that feeling of not being able to fight a boss when we need that one last material from being able to ascend the character to a maximum level. And well, this won't happen in Duet Night Abyss, since you will be able to farm to your heart's content. Dungeons, bosses, gear, you name it, they got it. And this is just great. It felt kinda weird to be able to pay real money just to be able to farm some more. And here we have DNA breaking this bad practice. But you probably wonder how the players are supposed to even get stuff like weapon and the characters. Well, it's through the use of fragments. After obtaining a set amount of them, you will be able to just craft them and be happy and proud of your hard-earned waifu. Now, given this will probably take a while, but in the end, I think it's much better to be able to earn them rather than just buy them. Now that we got the basic info about the changes out of the way, let me just say that I am a pretty big fan of Warframe. I have like 400 hours of it combined between PlayStation and my PC, so I can say that I have high motivation of trying this game out for myself. The combat probably won't look as good as Warframe, since this game is supposed to run on mobile devices mainly, but hey, maybe it won't be so bad after all. And since its main inspiration is Warframe, I think it will put great emphasis on movement. So stuff like gliding, wall running, bullet jumping, and plethora of them more. You will be able to completely customize your loadout, which means that you will be able to choose among bows, guns, revolvers, sidearms, katanas, and all of that stuff. The only restrictions is that you will have a main weapon slot, a secondary weapon slot, and a melee weapon slot. I guess you will also need some kind of currency or resources to unlock them, but we will see. But the main selling point according to the developers is supposed to be the story, which is pretty interesting since we have two protagonists and each of them have their own unique story to tell. One of being a discriminated against social group, and second being that of a noble, which will be pretty interesting of a setup. And as a Arknight's story enjoyer, I think this kinda piqued my interest. We will see where this whole charade goes over time and if it's even worth the time. And well, what else can we do besides pray to the god so that this game will succeed and possibly end some of the trends that Hoyoverse has established, because man, I sure am sick of every gacha copy-pasting Genshin's gacha mechanics. Like, bro, just do something unique already. And I hold a great deal of hope that this game will encourage Arknight's Enfield to stand on its own and fulfill the original developer's vision. So yeah, Duet Night Abyss, you have my complete support. I will be there streaming the game on day one of the release to make it as popular as I can. Guess this is something more than just another gacha release. This is a occasion to break the Hoyoverse's chains. and we actually have a release date for this game, and it will be out in like 50 days, so yeah, pretty soon, I gotta say. And yeah, this will be all for now. Thank you for watching. As always, like, sub, share, all of that stuff. You can also support me via the word of mouth, since it helps smaller creators like myself, and I will hopefully see you next time. Take care.